Let's get some cameras. Let's get some summer action. Are you guys here? I switched. Welcome to the Psychic News Network. I'm Annette, your crazy host and founder. That was absolute chaos, but I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the chaos. I didn't know if it would work, but at least you got the feel of it. And I apologize for the bad camera work. I couldn't figure out how to be able to see what you're actually seeing. So let me catch my breath. If you ever want to come to St. Peter's Fiesta, mark your calendar. It's the last weekend. Yes, I'm back. It's the last weekend in June every single year, and it is now, well, what does my little pin say? I think it's like the 90th year. I think they're on like the 90th year. And this year is the 400th year anniversary. It's a 400th year anniversary of the settling of Gloucester, Massachusetts. So there you go. And as I said, if you want to know more about the history of this area that I live in and grew up in, Sebastian Junger in his book The Perfect Storm, he talks a lot about what it's like here. So we're going to look at the news. Let's see what's happening. Well, I'll take your questions tonight. Welcome. I'm glad that you're here. And I'm glad that you could join me for that. Oh, it's Quebec. The volume is very low. Why would that be? Oh, okay. Hang on a second. Let me fix something. Don't leave. I'm back. Thank you for telling me. What happened was there was a Bluetooth that was on. Thanks for telling me. So you haven't heard anything that I said. Welcome to the Psychic News Network. I'm Annette Dion, your host and founder of the Psychic News Network, and we're here. Well, first we were here to do a tour, and now we're here to do the news. So I am welcoming your questions. Wagner fighting with Russian forces on Russian territory. That's interesting. Yeah, thank you for letting me know. I'm glad you enjoyed the tour. Thank you for letting me know about the sound, because I did notice that I had my Bluetooth out and I didn't put it back. So, yes. Chris Christie is really calling Trump out. Putin is in trouble. Okay, so and thanks for letting me know the sound is good. I don't have the microphone in at the moment, but I'm glad it's good. I had told you, just speaking of, somebody's mentioning the Wagner group is now fighting. They're just fighting the Russians? Is that what you said? Okay, so. Okay, Electrostorm, we'll get to that. We'll get to that the Republicans are wanting to, they want to forgive Trump's sins. Gosh, life should be that unfair, right? You can commit all the sins you want and then get away with it. No, it doesn't work like that. Let me get my glasses. As far as Russia goes, I had said a while back that I saw, and this is a long time ago, I saw the Russian military turning on Putin. So let's take a look and see if that indeed is what's going on. If there's any tech issues, just let me know. Putin charged Wagner Group leader with mutiny. Aha! I just didn't say the word, but that's what, yeah, the coup, yes, if you've been following me, I said that from the very beginning. That's good news. Is the war on Ukraine going to end within a month? Within 2 months? Within 3 months? It's still undetermined. So let's send lots and lots and lots of light energy to Ukraine. And to Russia too, to the Russian people. Yeah, though we're not going to get a definite answer on that. But there's only certain things that I've gotten really strong answers about in terms of the war in Ukraine. But one is, it's at times hard to tell. But one is that the Russian military would turn on Putin. So we're going to look at some cards about that. But as far as time frame, I thought it was going to end in January of this year. There was a big turning point in January of this year. It marked the 1 year anniversary. No, February marked the 1 year anniversary of the war in Ukraine. And I thought around then we'd see a change, around then we'd see an end, but actually what ended up happening was it was kind of a turning point, but it wasn't the end. So we're going to pick 3 cards about that. For some reason my chat keeps being invisible, so I have to keep doing this. The Wagner Group claims the Russian commanders are committing mutiny against them. Yeah, and that's the word that I used too. Okay, so Biden got the rail workers the benefits that they needed. Good. It should be a big news story, but it's not. What I want to say about that, and I'll go back to Russia in a sec. What I want to say about that is I've been encouraging people to write to the major news networks and to tell them that you want to see them covering Biden more. You're stuck back there talking to yourself? Oh, were you? I ended the live stream. Write to MSNBC. I don't know if CNN's worth the effort, but why not? And tell them that you want to hear more about Biden's accomplishments. Okay? I ended that on the live stream. I hope people aren't still on there. I said I was coming back from my iPad. Because the thing about democracy is we can save our democracy, but we need help. We're going to read on Russia. Tell me how your day went. How your week went. It's Friday. It's party day. Did you have a good week? The question I'm asking is about Russia. What's going to happen there? No one's there anymore. Yeah. Sorry. Liz made cookies this afternoon. I think people will catch on. Usually if I end a video, it should just end. It did end. They're still at the festival. Marby had a great afternoon. Ann had well, Ann, you're going to have to pick it up. Cheryl Clark went out to eat at Wild Oats. Do they still have Wild Oats? Somebody went to the pool. Kalani went to the pool. Good. Let's take a look at what's going on in Russia. Grassroots of Democracy meets tomorrow. I just want to let you know we do meet on Saturday, 4:30. We're reading on Russia. And pardon me, I'm going to have to keep jumping up and hitting the screen because the live chat keeps going away. You never know with YouTube. Okay. Thank you, Damon. Oh, they opened a new Wild Oats. Okay, we're reading on Russia. The Four of Swords. Okay, Russia's tuckered out. Russia's tuckered out, and I don't mean Tucker Carlson. Russia is the Four of Swords. This is, boy, their strength is waning. Glenn's telling us about a new Randy Rainbow. That man is so talented. Randy Rainbow song. Anyway, right now I'm reading on Russia, and thanks for the thumbs up. Russia is out of energy and ammunition. Russia has been bluffing big time. The Six of Wands, they're going to try to save face. I see Russia getting an opportunity. I see the Kremlin getting an opportunity to kind of save face. And I know that Putin, whoever's posing as Putin, is facing in the world, on the world's court. What do you call the world's court? Lukashenko and family left Minsk for Moscow on a private jet. That's interesting. The art of warfare is deception. That's a good point, Damon. That's kind of what I'm talking about. That they're out of munitions. I'm picking up for Russia. They're out of munitions. Maybe Lukashenko is going to console Putin. The Six of Wands is indicative of the Kremlin being given some kind of an out, some kind of a way out. Yeah, the leader of the Wagner group not happy with Russia is not good for this war. Yahoo, glory, hallelujah. A revolt is brewing in Russia. I had hopes that it would come sooner, but I saw a revolt. I saw a revolution. Oh, The Hague, where Jack Smith was a prosecutor, a very astute prosecutor. Okay, so I see the Putin facing judgment, the Kremlin facing judgment at The Hague. That's where it would be. Being tried for war crimes. Is that going to happen this year? I'm getting a yes. Yeah, it's happening this year. Boy, do I feel greasy. I'm going back to the Fiesta and I'm going to get an arancini. Yeah, so as far as Russia goes, I mean, not now, in a little bit. As far as Russia goes, I see it coming to an end. I see it coming to an end. Is the Kremlin going to be given an opportunity to have an off-ramp? No. Well, interesting. I don't see. The Fiesta closes at 10. Come on down. And tomorrow the forecast is rain. That's always kind of iffy if outdoor events. And I just heard thunder. Oh no, that's a motorcycle. Okay, so Russia's not going to be getting an off-ramp. Okay. Is Russia going to run out of funds? Yes, Russia's running out of funds. So why am I picking up on this out for them? Is it, will Ukraine have to concede anything? No. Ooh, interesting. Slava Ukraine, for sure. I have my Ukraine pin somewhere. Slava Ukraine. No, Ukraine won't have to give anything up. Can we expect this war to be finished by finished this summer? Well, it's giving me a yes. Does this mean that Putin is going to unalive? Is that a word that you're making up to disguise the word die? I figured it out. I figured out what you meant. Wow, interesting. I feel like it's going to end. Do the civilians in Russia have food shortages? I would say yes. Yes, they're pretty bad. The pendulum's really strong on that. Lisa, you're so funny. Playing it safe. Yeah, that's a strong yes. The people in Russia are having problems with food. Yeah. Those D words get people banned. The word die, well, how many times have I pulled the death card? They don't ban me for that. Right? What am I supposed to say, the D card? I don't know. You never know. Yeah, I feel like the Russians are really, they are, gosh, send lots of prayers. If you send money, you can't, I don't see how anybody can send money to Russia, but send lots of prayers. Let's read on that. Let's read on the Russian people. I do hear rumbling out there. I think it's gonna rain. Okay. The Russian people and the food supply, the 8 of Cups. It's tough. It's tough. The Russian people and the food supply, it's tough. send lots of prayers and lots of love and lots of light to the Russian people, of course to the Ukrainian people. These people are caught in the crossfire and they're innocent. So what we're going to do is really visualize and send lots of positive energy. I do see help. I see some, like the UN. I see organizations that provide food. Maybe Andre, is it Andre? Never remember that guy's name who has the world food. The World Food Bank. I have that wrong. Anyway, you know what I mean. I do see mercy. I see compassion. I see kindness. I see generosity. Yeah, this has got nothing to do with the Russians. This is all Putin's war. This is the Kremlin's war. I mean, there's really, really good people that are in unfortunate circumstances. The Eight of Cups is they really are suffering. Jose Andres. Yeah, thank you. Putin put 2 countries through hell. Yeah, he really did. He's the Antichrist. He and Trump. Well, you know, the Antichrist can be a bunch of people. Thank you for the tip. Yeah, there's no excuse for it. That's absolutely true. Some people are very, 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 very sick in the mind. Oh, Cheryl's in Maine, just a few showers on the radar. Hopefully that's what it's going to be tomorrow, too, because we want to have our festival. And my brother's having a big, tons of food, and I really want to... He has some kind of a tent. Anyway, so that was about Russia, and I am feeling a lot of... I'm feeling big energy shifts lately. I am feeling really big energy shifts lately, and I've been more tuned into the United States, but it would make sense. Thank you for your donation. Kathy wishes the Russian people would oust Vladimir Putin out of office. Do you not think they would if they could? I just wonder if you get that they would if they could. Yeah, so maybe more Russians will surrender now. Well, a lot of the Russian army, they don't want to be doing that. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I mean, I hate to use this as an example, but I'm going to use this as an example. When Trump was in office, my most heinous fear was that we wouldn't be able to get him out. I see Ukraine joining NATO after the war ends. And it looks like it's going to be in the not too distant future. Can't be specific. There's so many variables. I do want to pull 3 more cards. My cards are all flipped over. Sorry. I didn't have a chance to kind of like, I wanted to jump right back on, so I didn't have a chance to like straighten my cards and everything. Bear with me. We're doing 2 things in one tonight. We did the festival and now we're doing a reading. So let's read more on Russia. The 4 of Wands is coming up. Okay. NATO's coming together. I actually see that right now. I feel NATO. They're in communication. The different NATO countries. They're much more aligned now since Joe Biden. Thank you. Right. Yeah. This year. The end of the war is coming. It's coming this. I thought it was going to be this January. Can we expect the war to end, the war in Ukraine to end this year? Yes. Okay. We can expect it to end this year. But do you remember, I mentioned it the other night, you remember that when Trump was, we didn't know if he was going to leave? And if he had, God forbid, if Trump had been able to succeed in the insurrection, and if Trump had been able to put himself in the position of dictator, we would have never been able to get rid of him. So Kathy was saying, why can't the Russian people overthrow Putin? You can't overthrow a dictator. I mean, why don't the North Koreans get rid of Kim Jong-un? They would if they could. Yeah, we'll get into the Republicans in a bit. I'm just reading more on Russia. It just feels like there's a lot of energy around. More Trump voice leaks just been outed. Yeah, I'm not surprised. This is about Russia once again. I see NATO coming together. It's like as soon as NATO can kind of get their foot in the door, something about worried that Trump could still tweet from Mars. Anyway, I'm talking about Russia, and I just feel like NATO is like, okay, we just need to kind of wedge the door open. I'm just speaking metaphorically. And once they do, it's kind of like the whole thing is going to fall. Russia is going to fall. There's going to be a revolution. If Trump is in office, we would all be drinking Russian vodka. Well, how about this? If Trump were in office, he would have handed American democracy over to Vladimir Putin, like I talked about. Hi, Yogi Bear. Yes, okay, so Joe G is saying, just read a good article at The Guardian about the Wagner Group. Thanks for reading on this. Yeah, I'm not sure what they said, but I'll look it up. My Korean pronunciation. Oh, really? I thought you were going to say that I butchered it. Thank you. Kim Jong-un. Yeah. We would all be Russian. If Trump was in office, if COVID didn't happen, we didn't want it to go this way, but if COVID hadn't happened, Trump would have been re-elected, and Trump would have handed American democracy over to Vladimir Putin, because Trump was ready to hand Ukraine over to Putin. And that's not just hyperbole, people, that's the truth. My shirt's clashing with my chair. I mean, sometimes I wonder if I'm the only one that thinks of these things. I don't think that I am. But if COVID hadn't happened, Trump would have been reelected, and Trump would have handed America over to Vladimir Putin. I can't even think of one good reason that's viable why he wouldn't have. We'd be calling each other comrade. We'd be calling each other Russians. Because that's what Putin wanted for Ukraine. He wanted them to be Russians. Yeah, and Trump said first thing, get rid of NATO. And I like that we're together, because I like to know how many of you were as freaked out as I was when Trump was in office. The things he would have. He was complaining about NATO. He was complaining about being aligned with our allies. He complained about our allies. Where's your jar of watermelon? I know, and I was smacking my lips when I was eating the watermelon too. I had the microphone on, which I don't have on right now. I could put it on, but I heard the sound is okay. Yeah, when Trump was in office, man, he was selling our country out, and he still is. Anne felt that way. Yes, it's all part of the divine plan. Peace will prevail. Peace will always prevail. Should we read on the fascists? Yes, it's made us stronger. So, I'm actually kind of bowled over by how much energy I feel around Russia right now. Yeah. So people are agreeing with me that Trump gave you anxiety. Boy, that's putting it mildly, right? We collectively do have PTSD. And you hope Thomas is okay? Too much watermelon? Why was he? I thought he was here. Oh, he is here. His belly hurts. That happens to me. My belly hurts from allergies. I had a day like that too. It's just like, anyway. And then it got better. I just need some Italian food. So when Trump was in office, we almost got turned over to the Russians. We almost got turned over to Putin. Yeah, I know. Remember? Are you serious? Wagner leader says he's declaring war on the Russian Ministry of Defense. Now, I was sort of busy today. I didn't have time to check all the news, but yeah, we all prayed a lot when Trump was in office. Is this news from today that you're citing here? Thomas stopped watching the MSM. MSM? After he was elected to save your health and sanity. Yeah, okay. Who else is a reader out there? I know I have a few readers out there. Do you know what I'm talking about? Because I hadn't really tuned in today very much. I don't know what I was doing. I was kind of down at the festival watching the sporting events for a little bit. Yeah. Okay. No. I mean, any psychic reader, because now that I'm sitting down and tuning in, it's like, well, what's going on in Russia? That's like, wow. Is Russia right now having a coup? Oh my goodness. He declared war on the Russian military. You know, you turn away for 2 hours and... Yes, I was watching the Greasy Pole. I got there for the third round. I bumped into my family. Saw the guy get the flag. If you want to see that, go to Bridge Cape Ann. I don't really talk to Corey anymore, but he is covering it. Is there about to be a coup in Russia? Yes. Yes. They need to change the name of the Greasy Pole. That's not changing. It's been that way forever. You know how the Sicilians are. It's on CNN now. Wow. Yeah, so you guys keep the news on while you're here. You're watching the Greasy Pole on Bridge Cape Ann? You go over there and, it's going to be tomorrow too. Sorry, I'm jumping around. People hate when I do that. Some people. Yeah, that's interesting because I cannot even begin to tell you how much I felt like today I was picking up on a tipping point. That we're reaching a tipping point. Wow. Maybe I should check. Let me check the news because I feel like I need to check. I'm gonna just check the headlines. I have felt a really big. I love you too, Tweet Scotchy. I have felt a really big shift. I would say there it is. Russia opens criminal case against Wagner chief after he accused military of striking his forces. Wow. Yeah, the light is winning. Yeah, the light is winning. The news is just out an hour ago. Okay. Hey, different topic, but you guys that were there when I was at the festival, did you get to hear the entire Star Spangled Banner? Tweet is sweet. Tweet Scotchy is sweet. You're all sweet. Where is Putin? Is that a question? Do they not know where he is? Wow, Russian forces on high alert for potential coup. It's exactly what I said. I said that I saw mutiny. I saw this is a year ago. Maybe a little more than a year ago. I saw mutiny. I saw the people rising up and overthrowing Putin. Yeah, the woman that sang the Star Spangled Banner earlier. It's such a small town. She's the daughter of a former landlord of mine. Yeah. Okay, so. One thing that most readers got wrong it was almost like the guides didn't want us to see it, was we didn't think that Putin would be so brazen. But then after he did go ahead, I was like, I saw mutiny. Russia's revolting against its government. Yes, 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 exactly. Cool. Well, since I was just talking about the light is winning, I just pulled 3 cards and I wasn't really focused on a particular question, so we're just going to look at the light winning. Interesting what I'm getting on this. Don't miss out on the opportunity to affect the outcome with your mind. I'm serious. So we're talking about Russia, we're talking about mutiny, we're talking about a revolution, the people rising up, we're talking about a revolt in Russia against the Kremlin, the Putin regime. And the Four of Cups, yeah, that should keep Russia out of our elections. Yeah, I'm going to talk about that in a sec. The Four of Cups is saying, don't miss the opportunity to pray and intend that war, for that war to end. Because we have a lot of power. The Ten of Pentacles. There's the Ukraine has received a lot of munitions besides. It's 3:07 in Moscow. Yeah, okay. Russians have a history of revolution. Yeah, I see a Russian revolution. Yeah. The Russian people they're not stupid. They're brave, too. Yeah, so the Four of Cups is like, don't miss the opportunity to affect the outcome by really praying and intending. If you're a good prayer writer, write a prayer. Can I look at Mike Pence as calling the fascist party to join him in having a national abortion ban at 15 weeks? Well, I don't even have to read the cards about Mike Pence. He's got nothing. He's not... I mean, I'm not sure, Kathy, if you want me to go any deeper into the topic of Mike Pence calling the Republican Party, I call him the fascists, to join him in having a national abortion ban at 15 weeks. Pence has PTSD. Pence doesn't even know his you-know-what from his you-know-what. It's not even worth reading on, but I don't mind you asking the question. I'm just saying it's not going to go anywhere. Whatever Pence is planning or pretending to do is not going to happen. So, I'm still reading on Russia because it's so thick in the air. I see plans happening right. I see people in Russia, military people, and I see them in the dead of night. It's like 3 a.m. there. I see them strategizing. Damon, you're so funny. I see them strategizing. Mike Pence should just take care of his fly. We do have humorous moments. We do. Yeah, this war is going to end. This war is going to end. Russia kind of has the same problem we do here with the Trump cult. Well, if you're just joining us and you don't usually join us, CC, the problem we have in the United States with the people that are just living in a complete delusional world is a Russian influence. You might be just joining us. I've been talking about it for a long time. I've been talking about that since I started the Psychic News Network. Wow, this is really fascinating. I'm glad we're all here during these historic times. Let's take a look at, for some reason I just want to read, switching topics. I want to read, which I always do. We have an ignorance problem in the United States, and we have a psychological warfare problem in the United States where Russia has infiltrated social media. This is old news. This is old news. Russia has infiltrated, they're masters of psychological warfare, and Russia has infiltrated the United States mostly through social media. Trump invited that, and Trump invited Putin to interfere in our election in 2016. They've turned off the internet in Russia. So anyway, so somebody was talking about, Russia being like Trump, and it's like, well, it's not just your imagination. It's actually Russia has been in the United States indirectly for about 8 years now. I missed the inside Brewer. I couldn't see him. Anyway, I'm actually going to switch to the U.S. and I'm going to read on Jim Jordan. Hubris, yes, there's a lot of hubris. A lot of hubris out there. I think someone was saying that the internet is turned off. They have a Russian live channel on YouTube. Oh, keep that on if you could. The war is going to end. The war is going to end. It doesn't look like it's going to be very long before it does. I feel like there's strategizing going on. Jim, I'm going to read on Jim Jordan. That's what I'm doing. I'm pulling three cards. Three chords. Wait. They're mass killing bees in Australia. Will bees recover from that? They're mass killing bees in Australia? What's wrong with them? Jim Jordan first. Maybe we'll read on the bees. I don't know. Well, someone's just saying they're killing bees in Australia, and then I pulled the Three of Swords. So I think my question might have gotten mixed up. But that could apply to Jim Jordan too. So we'll keep it. More on the vile, evil, fascist party. Yeah, really. Yeah, so there's strategizing going on in Russia to overthrow Putin. Right now as we speak. I can feel it. I can feel it. I tell it like I feel it. Jim Jordan. What do we want to know about Jim Jordan? The sun is shining on Jim Jordan's sins. It is cool that we're all in this together and we are making a difference. Yes, I can feel it. I can feel strategic planning to overthrow Putin happening as we speak. Yeah, that's true. Russian plants in the United States predate World War II. This is about Jim Jordan. The sun is shining on all over. Jim Jordan is being exposed big time. Big time. Jack Smith has got a lot of evidence on Jim Jordan. It's just a matter of time, but it's not a matter of too much time. And the guys are saying when Putin falls, the fascist party here falls. When will Jim Jordan be wearing an orange jumpsuit? Let's see. Will Jim Jordan be wearing an orange jumpsuit? Yes. Jim Jordan will be wearing an orange jumpsuit. Karma's a bitch. Will Trump be prosecuted and sent to prison? Well, that's a switch. Oh yeah, we absolutely have used our prayers and our thoughts and our intentions, and that's what 20 on Tuesdays is all about. And while I'm on the topic, you can purchase 10 guided meditations for the low price of $20 on my website from 20 on Tuesdays. I just got that Trump was going to prison. Did you all catch that? Did you all catch that? Is Durham going down? Boy, yeah, we haven't even talked about those hearings. Sometimes I forget that we talked about it at Grassroots of Democracy, but I didn't really talk about the hearings. What did Pelosi call it? The puppet show. We haven't talked about the puppet show. You're saying no, you didn't see that? Trump's going to jail. Did you miss that? Let's do it again. When Putin goes down, Trump goes down too. Yep. I mean, is it John Durham or Jeffrey Durham? I thought it was Jeffrey Durham. I'm going to do that again. Is Trump going to prison? Yes. See, things do shift around. It's John Durham. I was calling him the wrong name. I was calling Jeffrey is somebody else. Thank you. Did you see my post? Oh my God. Talk about a Sicilian and Italian mama. I cracked up. When Pelosi got up on the floor and she was like, when she just called it a puppet show, and Trump is the puppeteer, and then pointed over to them and said, "Look at you all. You look miserable. Miserable." I was cracking up. Oh, energy has changed on Trump going to prison. Yeah, it just happened to me too. More readers are seeing it. It just happened to me too. And I don't think that's just us picking up on the collective. Oh yeah, so funny. I mean, my mom would have said something like that. It was, look at you, you're miserable. So funny. And I just want you to know, when we do our 20 on Tuesdays guided meditation for a healed America, we sure pump that room with light. The room where it happens, we pump that room with light. Excuse me, cards down. 2 cards down. As I'm talking about the United States and the High Priestess and the 7 of Cups, the secrets are coming out. The secrets are coming to light. The secrets are coming to light. It is working. And we joke at Grassroots of Democracy when something great happens, which there's been a lot of good things that have happened. We did that. We did that. I've always seen Trump under arrest. Yes, things do shift. Things do shift. That's a good question, Colorful Foresight. That's why when bad things are happening or people are afraid of bad things happening, you know me, I get all, bossy and stuff. That's because I'm a Sag. But I stop people and I say, don't you dare think that. Because energy follows thought. So I know it's kind of hard to remember that all the time. But when you remember, don't just stay with thinking about what you don't want. And I call people out in the chat all the time. Don't be thinking that even about themselves. Oh, Trump is a mess. Let's read on Trump right now. When is Netanyahu leaving? He's on his way out. Kathy likes to be optimistic. Well, yeah, just be optimistic all the time. Why not? What do you got to lose, right? There's a great quote that says, "Shoot for the moon. If you miss, you'll just end up landing on the stars." Yes. Let's take a look at how Trump is doing. Take 3 deep breaths in of relief and out. Don't forget to breathe out. Shame, shame, shame. When the Democrats, oh my gosh, when they censured Adam Schiff, the party of fascists is really, they're just not even hiding what they're doing. Well, they take after Trump, right? And Trump, he just comes out with it. Yeah, Brett Baer. He just comes out with it. Hats off to Brett Baer. I can't stand the guy, but we should look at that too. We should look at what's up with Fox. Were they strategizing somehow? We're reading on Trump at the moment. Oh, Trump is he's really looking for somebody to love him. Because something's coming down quickly. Let me read on this, the 4 of Pentacles. 4 of Pentacles is the card of hoarding. So Trump is still hoarding secrets. He's still, yeah. Yeah, we read on Adam Schiff yes, we did read on Wednesday, the hearing, we read on some of the stuff. Because I read on how Adam Schiff was doing, and I got that he was really hurt, but he had a ton of support. Yes, and we're all surrounding him with white light anyway. So this is about Trump here. This is a hoarding card, the 4 of Pentacles. So Trump is looking for a lover. Not lover, you know what I mean. Not a romantic lover. He's looking for somebody to be on his side. And the other night I got that he didn't have... the other night I got that Trump was down to 1 lawyer. The one from South America. Venezuela, I think it was. But Trump knows something's coming down really fast. Ooh, you know what this is about? This is about Eileen Cannon. He's looking for a lover. I want a lover who won't drive me crazy. I can't sing songs that belong to other people on my video. Stay on the sunny side. That one's public domain. Keep on the sunny side, always on the sunny side. Keep on the sunny side of life. I don't know the rest of the words. I could probably make them up. But this is about, see, because Trump is looking for, who loves me, who loves me, who loves me? He can't pay anybody anything. He's broke. He's down to one lawyer. Yeah, so that's what this is about with Trump. Even the seagulls are singing. Look at me, I'm sweating like a crazy. The hammer's coming down soon. That's the chariot. Adam Schiff is a very brilliant man. And what's so amazing about what the Party of Fascists is doing is there's no comparison. There's no comparing in IQs. There's just such this vast chasm between what the Party of Fascists is in terms of their collective IQ and the Democrats. It's unfreaking believable how huge the discrepancy is. It's feeling a little bright. It's crazy. Oh, it's getting like, my lights look good. It's this chasm. It's like, let me talk to you again about the law. Their IQ is 45. I love it. That's good. Let me talk to you for a sec. World Kitchens. That's what the name of the Jose's organization is. Let me talk to you about the law of contrast in case you forgot or in case you don't know. This is part of the human experience. When we have something, yeah, they're totally intimidated by. They're intimidated by anyone that has a brain and uses it. When we have something that's vastly what we don't want, it energizes us. It catapults us to really fight for what we do want. It gives us a necessary oomph. You know what I mean? And we saw that build up on the House floor when the Democrats were going, shame, 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 disgrace, disgrace, disgrace. There's no contest. They have a collective IQ of about 45. I like that. That's funny. Yes. Colorful foresight. She's getting it. She's getting it. So a lot of Americans are looking at, they're comparing. What does Joe Biden say? And Midas Touch, they bring this up a lot. Ben brings this up a lot. Joe Biden says, don't compare me to the almighty, compare me to the alternative. So you can use that in your own life too. When you've gone through a horrible experience, don't just stay there. Aim for the opposite. Really, just charge full speed ahead for the opposite. I hope it's not raining. No, I'm thinking my sandwich board is out there and it's all the chalk is going to run. Anyway, yes. So what's starting to happen is, and honestly, more American people are waking up. We're starting to go like, remember how it was when we had good presidents? Hey, Elizabeth. People are really this is happening for the collective. Where more and more Americans are going, remember how it was when we had good presidents? Remember how it was when we didn't have all this freaking, what do you even call it? Thank you, Terry. Remember how it was when people appreciated our democracy? Define good president. A president who adheres to the Constitution A president who adheres to the Constitution of the United States of America. A good president is a president who actually... You asked, you said it, you mentioned it, so I'm telling you. A good president is a president who's not a narcissist and who actually has compassion and actually treats that position, that revered seat that he's in, with respect and humility, and who's intelligent, and who works for the people because he wants to work for the people. Jimmy Carter was a good president, yes. Wonder how he's doing. I know he was they said he was in hospice in March. We know what a good president is. We have a good president. Thank you. That's not a question. I'm going to read on that right now. I'm going to read on what's going on with the American people now. Like waking up to, I want my life to work. I want to have, Medicaid and Medicare and Social Security. I want to have low inflation. I want to have, good jobs. And whoever runs for president should have an IQ test. I'm sorry. Unless they have, so many years logged, like Joe Biden's at 50 years logged, maybe he could have a pass. You know what I mean? We have a great president. So I'm reading on the American people, where the American people are right now. And looky there, it's past 51 minutes and I haven't even done my commercial yet. How the American people are doing? There's a turn. There's a turn. The turning of the wheel means America is changing. For the good, we are going to have a little bit of pain to go through first. Yes, a psychological evaluation. Yes. And by the way, I just want to point out, you probably all know this already, but they go on and on and on and on and on about Biden's age because they can't find anything else. It's like the tan suit. They go on and on and on about Biden's age. And Trump just turned 77. So why don't they go on about Trump's age? And age is really, more and more scientific research has shown that people aren't really their chronological age biologically, right? Laura's in Florida. We'll read on the fascist. This is about the American people. There's something difficult that we're going to have to go through, but it feels like a quick, short test. And I think it's a threat to our national security. About the age thing, there's a lot of research, scientific research being done that says that one's chronological age, that's the actual number of revolutions around the sun, there's a lot of research that shows that he's 78. I thought Trump just turned 77 on June 14th. We'll read on DeJoy again too. When old DeJoy beat Dagon. So Biden, Biden could be, his body, biologically, Biden could be like 65. You know what I mean? Yeah, because Biden, like biologically, Biden's body could be like 65 or 10, 15 years younger. Yes, and I do think colorful foresight. I wonder if Joe Biden being in office brings respect to... I think we'll see less ageism. Yeah, Trump is 77. He just turned 77. So this is about the American people, and there is a change. There's a big change coming. For the good. And the Page of Wands, a lot of it's going to be because of justice happening. A lot of it's going to be because of what comes out about the election not being stolen, like Trump always says. I prefer a president that hasn't been arrested. I'm totally with you. 100%. Lily. And the Seven of Swords. There is something tough that's coming. I feel like it's a threat to our national security. Let me ask the... Don't worry. We'll get through it. We've gone through a lot. Think about how much we've made it through. Does this event that I'm picking up on, does it have to do with our national security? No. Well, that's good. Does it have to do with natural disasters? No. So I saw the Seven of Swords. I like a president who hasn't been convicted of sexual assault or of stealing and selling our secrets. You guys are funny. I don't like presidents who will soon be jailbirds. I like it. Is the Swords card? Is it indicative of I don't know. It seems like there's a tough thing happening that's going to happen, but we'll get through it okay. Does it have to do with environmental issues? No. Gosh, I don't know what else to ask. Does it have to do with lies? Too many lies, too much rhetoric. Kind of. Yeah. Okay. So there's going to be, oh, wait. Okay. Does it have to do with AI? Does it have to do with AI? No, it's not that. Is it related to Russia? It's related to Russia. Hang on. Violence against, does it have to do with domestic terrorism? Oh, yeah, it has to do with domestic terrorism. We'll make it through. You mean, so Kim's saying Biden is on AI, you mean they're making fake AI? I'm getting it has to do with, is this a domestic terrorist attack that has, there's a potential for a domestic terrorist attack? No. Does this have to do with an actual domestic terrorist attack? Okay, so we can cancel this out, right? Will the internet go down? Okay, well, so what I'm picking up on is a turn of the wheel that the American people will come together more, and I did see that, I did point to that before in the past, but it will bring us closer together, and it's looking like domestic terrorism. Can we change this? No. Is it as bad as January 6th? No. Okay. So, there's something coming, but we'll be able to get through it. And we can change it with our thoughts. Yeah, Trump will be in a wheelchair. He will be. Okay. I should do a commercial. No internet interruptions. No, I got that it's something to do with domestic terrorism, but it was something that was going to really get people to like, whoa, we can't have that, like that. Is it a cyber attack? No. I feel like it's a domestic terrorist attack. And what's popping into my mind is like the Oklahoma City bombing. It doesn't have to happen. It doesn't have to happen. So sometimes the beauty of getting a reading is you get to see, well, there's energy in that area, but you can change it. Is the Kremlin going down? Yeah, I'm feeling like this is just Joanna just thought that. Well, we're all one. We're all one mind. Let me take a break from my commercial. I feel like I've been with you guys all night. Not that that's a bad thing. Most certainly is not. Alright, I almost had to use my turkey feather. Spiritual Summer School is happening. Don't miss it. It starts on July 8th and it ends on August, whatever that third week in August is. Hang on, let me give you the stats here. June, July, August. Ends on August 19th. It's an hour-and-a-half class every Saturday. You will learn about meditation, you'll learn about clairvoyance, you'll learn about pendulums, you'll learn about working with stones, you'll learn about reading past lives. Okay, I could do worse than me with you all tonight, that's for sure. I'm just getting a little hungry. So remember, I did see a domestic terrorist attacks, but we can think it away. I'm in my commercial break now. Yogi. No, see, the thing is, you don't have to listen to me telling you about a product that's got nothing to do with anything. Grassroots of Democracy, we meet on Saturdays from 4:30 to 6. I'm hint, hint, not wink, wink. We meet on Saturdays from 4:30 to 6. Go to grassrootsofdemocracy.com. If you haven't joined, if you haven't put your name on the email list, take a moment and self-reflect. Why are you not being involved in saving democracy? Just take a moment. Thursday nights we have a discussion group. We had a great discussion group last night, and on Tuesdays we're 20 on Tuesdays, meditation for a healed America, and there are 10 meditations available for $20 at psychicannetdion.com for a healed America. I made it cheap so you'll do the meditations. Okay. Save our democracy. Join us, grassrootsofdemocracy.com. We've been meeting since January of last year, 2022. Church of Spirituality, Sundays at 1 Eastern Time, live. If you're not watching Church of Spirituality, you're missing out on an opportunity to make your life happier and better. At no cost and no obligation. It's nice when I get donations, but watch it. Tarot readings and tea leaf readings, go to psychicannetdion.com. My readings include, but are not limited to mediumship, past lives, basic astrology, life path, dharma, and more. And as if on cue, the bottles just dropped. I should have shown you the restaurant where the bottle drops comes from. I'll have to walk down Main Street again. I'll have to figure out how to turn the camera around. I know that was pretty bad camera work earlier. And there's Betty the Bunny and Benny the Bunny, and there are mascots. Back to the cards. The mic drop, right? psychicannetdion.com. Book a reading. Why wouldn't you book a reading? Readings are awesome. It's all about you. Anyway, I'm not that busy, so definitely. Somebody's mentioning John Fetterman. Anyway, I'm not that busy in terms of reading, so book a reading. John Fetterman. Somebody's mentioning John Fetterman. I want to say that John Fetterman is on the road to recovery from his stroke. The stroke that he suffered from, I get, was kind of a severe one, and it's just going to take some time. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you, Sharon, for donating. Oh, and you know what I forgot to tell you? I have memberships, and Lisi is going to book a reading soon. Yes, do it. John Fetterman is improving. Yes, and tea leaf readings are fun too. And I didn't have time to set up my tea, so we'll go back to the tea leaves on Monday. Sissy, are you just joining us? We've been talking about what's going on in Russia. There's mutiny. There's a coup. There's a coup brewing. A coup is brewing. It should be called the Bottle Drop Bar. Thank you for all your endorsements. I really appreciate that. John Fetterman he's good. He's just he had a really bad stroke, and he's recovering from that. One more part of my commercial that I forgot is you can join, you can be a member now, and you get benefits from that. We're working out a few quirks right now, but you can become a member. And hit the thumbs up, thank you. Let's read on the Party of Fascists after those hearings, and we'll read on John Durham too. I'm going to ask a general question about the aftermath of we'll call it what Nancy Pelosi called it, the aftermath of the miserable puppet show. That's what we're going to ask about. We're reading, we're going to pull 3 cards, might be more than 3, about the aftermath and the fallout from the Trump miserable puppet show. Fetterman's going to be okay. We just have to be patient with Fetterman, you know. It's a slow recovery. He's a good man. We want good men. We didn't want, the alternative was Dr. Ross. That was bad. Beth. Remember the crudité? I'm pulling 3. No, I'm going to pull 5 cards about the aftermath of the puppet show with the miserable puppets. Oh my goodness! Donate to the Biden campaign. Yes, yes, yes. They think Putin is trying to flee to Uruguay. Oh, interesting. I don't even know what that is. Hi, Donna. I haven't seen you in a while. Donna's in Scotland. I think she's still in Scotland. I think she lives there. I actually, I'm thinking back months ago, I said that I saw Putin fleeing to Venezuela. It just kind of came out of nowhere. Yeah, okay, so that's interesting, because then after this was months ago, I said I saw Putin fleeing to Venezuela. And I wasn't really sure what was transpiring around that, but I felt like he had a place to go. Mic drop. Busy night on Main Street. I'm reading right now on the Party of Fascists, Watermelon Seeds reading. I don't have any watermelon seeds here. I really don't have much ready to go. This is a... Yogi Bear said, Annette, next Rebuke show will be see you at Sesama Street. Bring your joints. Sesama Street? I don't know. I don't know if the restaurant knows about the Bottle Drop fans. I'm going to have to go over there and talk to them about it. The Party of Fascists and the Miserable Puppet Show. Thank you, Nancy Pelosi. Sesame Street, all right. The Party of Fascists and the Miserable Puppet Show. This is them having, the Eight of Cups is them walking away with lots and lots and lots of sadness for the wounds that they created. Party of Fascists. That's what I'm reading on right now. Please hit the thumbs up. I forgot to say that. And thank you. Oh my goodness. It's all about, oh wow. Everything that the Party of Fascists has done, everything, is all at the behest of Trump. And I know that we know that, but it bears repeating. It's all at the behest of Trump, 100%. Which is indirectly Putin. We should give the Republicans puppet names. Boy, don't get me started. Because I won't stop. Because now my creative brain is on full tilt. You have to understand, I'm not talking, they have no shame. I'm not talking about them being sorry that they hurt the American people. That is not it. They're sorry that it didn't work. They're sorry that they got caught. I'm reading on the Party of Fascists. The Emperor has no clothes. Everything that they have done has been at the behest of Donald J. Trump, the traitor and enemy to the United States of America. Malignant narcissists their brains aren't wired to have compassion. Queen of Swords is justice. Six of Wands is about January 6th, and I have the Death card. This is about the Party of Fascists. All the people in the miserable puppet show. They're going down. Down, 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 down. The hammer's coming down. Dropping things. I'm excited. Wagner has little artillery and no air power. I just got through saying a little while ago that Russia's out of munitions. Major bottle drop once I mentioned the fascists going down. You're right. The bottle drop and seagulls make your night complete. Good, good, good. I'm glad you're all here. Oh my goodness, I'm dropping cards all over the place, so I'm going to switch decks. Let's do this. Ah, the ones I can reach. These cards are really slidey, so I'm dropping them. Okay. Should we read on John Durham? Let's just do a simple read on John Durham. When you really think about it, it's all falling apart, right? Yeah, the Washington Post mentioned Russia is running out of ammo. That's what the cards were telling me. You were here, I think. I mean, just to confirm. Darren was here when I said that. I mean, when you think about it, look at the party of fascists is falling apart at the seams. Yeah, Matt Gaetz attacked Durham and okay, so Diane just got back from watering the garden. Did you miss the fiesta, the St. Peter's fiesta vid? The camera work was terrible, but it was fun. All the energy was there. Is John Durham going to change his evil ways? Does he have remorse, in other words? Yes, he actually has remorse. I heard that John Durham used to be a respected lawyer or prosecutor, right? I didn't really feel sorry for Durham, but kind of a little bit. It was more like cringe, you know what I mean? Will the fascists ever notice their emperor has no clothes? Yes. That was a wheel of fortune. That was the term. Yes, they had the greasy pole contest in Gloucester today. I was there earlier before I came back to my office to get my phone to show you some of what was going on. And that contest and boat races, seine boats, like dory boats that used to go out with the big fishing schooners. They have seine boat races, they row. It's hard. Back in the day, the fishermen would get out there and they'd row. And man, they were powerful. But anyway. That's happening tomorrow evening and also on Sunday. I'll live stream some of that for you. For sure. So Durham is going to have, Durham seems to have remorse. Let's read on Madge. Because I like to read on Marjorie Taylor Greene. Because I can't wait to see her sink. Take a drink whenever Annette drops a card. You don't know how many cards I dropped. Let's see. Marjorie Taylor Greene. So much evidence. She might as well be Trump for how much she incriminates herself. All the things that Marjorie Taylor Greene has said are going to come back and bite her in the butt. Yep. I know. And Francie's saying so many once respected people allowed themselves to be seduced and beguiled by Trump. He does have a way of hypnotizing people. Yeah, Marjorie Taylor Greene. What I said was there's so much evidence against her, she will not be able to remain standing. Yep, the party of fascists needs to be stopped. They are eating each other alive. Don't you see? You can see it, right? It's happening. It's happening. Now, they have a greasy pole climb at the end of summer. Where? In Annapolis, Maryland. But is it horizontal? Because the one here is horizontal. The one in Sicily is vertical. The party of fascists, it is all about the money they got from Russia. Absolutely. Yep. I'm still using the black and gold cards. I said I wasn't going to. Okay. We're on to fascist. We're on to fascist. Angela's saying that's what she likes about being a Sagittarius. We speak our minds when something is not right. I speak my mind constantly. Some people don't like it. Oh well. Cheryl feels like indictments are coming soon. That's absolutely true. Yeah, Darren, the original greasy poles, the tradition is from Sicily, the greasy pole contest that they have here during the festival. I don't know why they adapted it here to be horizontal. It's probably easier. Yeah, Marjorie Taylor Greene, she's done. She's done. She's making an absolute fool of herself, and she doesn't know when to stop. And she incriminates herself all the time. Is Jack Smith coming for Marjorie Taylor Greene? Yes. We're going to read on Ron DeFascist. I don't think I have to read too much on Ron DeFascist, because I feel like by August he'll be done. Is Ron DeFascist going to continue campaigning after August? Nope. Is Ron DeFascist going to drop out of the race in July? It's kind of going to yes. Is Ron DeFascist going to drop out of the presidential race within 2 weeks? Not within 2 weeks, within 3 weeks, within 4 weeks, within a month. So see, Francie likes giving it to you straight. I do not mince words. I'm kind of known for that. I heard Melania and Barron left for Europe. Good for her. With her new boyfriend. So I don't feel like I really need to read on Ron DeFascist because, well, let's read on Florida. Yes, Bedminster will, I feel like Bedminster will, I've always seen Bedminster being searched, and I just thought it was going to be last summer. How will Florida cope with DeFascist? You know, he changed the law. DeFascist changed the law so that he could run for president and be governor. Let's take a look at, well, let's read on Florida. Yes, sociopaths often know how to manipulate people using their base fears and desires. That's what Trump has done, absolutely. And Thomas is saying Jack has 84 witnesses against Trump. Trump is going down big time. We're reading on Florida. We're reading on Florida under DeFascist. I think Florida's going to rally. Yes, Melania has a boyfriend. Come on, really? You don't think she has a boyfriend? Ron DeFascist. Okay, this is Florida with, Florida's going to get very emotional. The people of Florida are going to get very emotional. Carrie Lake is spending more time in Mar-a-Lago with 45. Oh, that just makes me feel nauseous. I was just feeling better from my allergies. Let's see. 8 of Wands. Allergies are funny for me. They affect my stomach, not my, I don't sneeze. So don't make me think about Carrie Lake hanging out with Trump, because it's going to make me feel sick. I'm just kidding. DeFascist is chasing legal migrant workers away with threats. Yeah, DeFascist has lost his fascist mind. I see he's trying to be the emperor. The moon is, people in Florida are going to be really emotional. The 8 of Wands is fast-moving motion, fast-moving energy. Something's going to happen, and it's going to be due to emotions, and this is about all the storms that are going to hit Florida. Batten down the hatches, people. It's not going to be an easy, it's not going to be an easy hurricane season. Let's see if, I mean, I've asked this before. Will not Trump, will DeFascist be ousted? How about mutiny in Florida? What do you think of that? Will DeFascist be ousted? I'm getting he's going to be ousted. You guys can have a coup in Florida? That would be a good coup. That would be a good coup. Moonchild, are you listening? Mutiny in Florida. Moonchild, we don't say cannot here. Okay. Moonchild. Try to keep up with the never say never. Never say never. You'll be arrested? No, you won't. Are the people of Florida going to rise up and oust Ron DeFascist? Yes. Coup! Ron DeFascist? That's funny. Yeah, that's what we call him here. Ron the Fascist, right? He needs to be ousted. We're going to have to go above and beyond some rules. I mean, the fascists do, right? Ron DeFascist makes up his own rules, right? So why can't you oust him? Give me one good reason. Okay, we're coming up on almost an hour and a half, so we're going to start winding down. Wear the sunglasses. If I wear the sunglasses, I won't be able to see. My apologies for not having some tea leaves ready for you. We'll do that on Monday. Is there any... I'll take one more question. I'll take one more question that you all... that pops out at me like, we must read on that. Because I know there's so much to read on. We spent a lot of time reading on Russia tonight. I didn't brew the tea. Not tonight. I was busy. I was doing all that St. Peter's Fiesta stuff. Community card. Oh, Trump is a lonely man. Oh yeah. Denise is saying, as a narcissist who continuously needs adoration, Trump must be one lonely man right now. At the end of his life, I see him completely friendless. Yeah, oh, Cheryl liked the festival. Good. I'm glad. I was very self-conscious about what a bad camera woman I was being. Let's do this. Let's pull 3 community cards. And then I'm going to go get me a slice of pizza or an arancini. I wish you could join me. Okay, we're going to see the end of something in the next few days. We're going to see the endings. Okay, wow, interesting. Community cards. No, Trump never had a true friend. No, it's a very sad thing for him. He was Mussolini in his past life, and this is a penance he'll end up paying, as he will never know love. Never has, never will. And I was talking a little bit earlier about weather in Florida and hurricanes, and I think I've mentioned it to you all already. I shudder to think of what this summer's gonna bring. Yes. I'll get some pizza and non-alcoholic beer for you. So the next few days, we're going to see the end of some people, and I don't mean actual death, I mean the end of people's careers from the Trump administration. The end. Because the sun, once again, is shining its light. Oh, thank you, Lori. Lori says my camera skills are great. Thanks. Did you see me? There were a couple people I bumped into there that were like, oh, I don't know if I want to talk to him. Yeah, it was fun. So that's what happens when you go out in public. You just had cheese, garlic bread, and marinara. Wow, that sounds good. We're going to see, I really think the death card is about, we're going to see like the inevitable end of some people. One has orange skin over the next few days. And the guides are saying that Fox interview pretty much put the nail in the coffin. Oh wow, we really got to get up on the Russian news. More Russian coup info. Prigozhin, I guess that's the Wagner guy, claims the Wagnerites shot down a Russian helicopter. Wow. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Moonchild, you okay? Somebody's praying for you. What's going on? Yes, we're praying for Florida. Come to Grassroots of Democracy so we can help you. So, Moonchild, let me just say one thing to you. I believe that anything is possible. So, and because, sorry, I have to address this. Because we here in the chat, on this channel, support each other in thinking the best possible outcome. It's not that much of a stretch to think that Ron DeFascist can be ousted. Seriously. Lots of things happen that never happened before. How often do we hear the word, we live in unprecedented times, and this is unprecedented? It's, seriously. Yes, rebel. That's what democracy is. Make good trouble. The Two of Wands, yeah, we're going to see things starting to come back into balance. But anyway, we'll see the end of Trump over the weekend. Moonchild is in the light. Seek positive visualization. All right, no tea leaves. You got the festival. No tea leaves. But long time with you guys tonight. So thank you so much. I had a blast. Thank you for the donations. Please join. We have memberships now, and we're kind of ironing some things out with the memberships. I think they start at $6.99, the level 1. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you more than you know, and I love that you were with me for something that's really dear to my heart, which is, you know, a tradition, a Sicilian tradition that since I was a little girl, and since my mom was a little girl, this is part of who we are. So have a happy rest of the evening, and I'm going to eat some food, and I will see you, let me see, Grassroots of Democracy, if you come to that, grassrootsofdemocracy.com tomorrow, and on Sunday, Church of Spirituality at 1 Eastern Time live stream, and PNN, the Psychic News Network, is Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, right around 7 p.m. Eastern Time if you want to catch the live stream. Please subscribe to my channel. Please hit the thumbs up on your way out. And, all right, lots of love and namaste. See you soon.